Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Chargers and the Cyclones.
Coming up next, number 1 ranked singles match. Top players on these two teams going at it. For the Chargers, number 54, Zulaika. And for the Cyclones, it's the captain, number 17, Manu. What a performance last time out for Manu, defeating Gojeri, who came in with a 13-match winning streak. Looked so good last time out. Zulaika, kind of the opposite. Slow start against Hyro and actually lost that one in straight sets.
Both Zulaika and Manu playing really at the top of their games right now. Zulaika up against Manu. If Manu's playing like he was last week, he can definitely take it, no question about that, but Zulaika's got that explosive 2-all that he seems to break out at will. Again, no real way to call this in terms of purple or blue. Not sure if the Cyclones or Chargers are going to take this point, both definitely capable of doing it.
Zulaika 1-1, 2 singles matches this season. Manu, just that one match against Gojeri, which he won. I mean, for a backcourter, doesn't get any tougher than Manu, though. He's got a bunch of shots, he's got a lot of power, and he's got the 2-all. I mean, hard to say could match Zulaika, but certainly an effective one nonetheless. Just a few seconds away, we'll introduce our top-ranked singles matchup here. Zulaika, purple, Manu in the white. There's a serve. We begin. Big rebote coming out, left side of Manu, plays it back inside Zulaika on the bounce at the 9 line. Here's Manu now. Higher and harder, trying to get it to pass, and he does. Forehand rebote by Zulaika. Manu takes it off the sidewall. Another backhand. Here's Zulaika from the costado. It's a 2-all.
Beautiful.
And that's thrown to score. Zulaika first up on the board in our second match.
I was talking about that before we began. One of the goals in highlight, throw the ball where your opponent's not. Second goal, score one more point than your opponent. I know that kind of goes without saying, but players who have the ability to throw shots like that tend to do better. Remember, you got to land it within that outer boundary line there on the ground by the judges. Zulaika did a beautiful job of doing that.
Well-placed serve, good catch by Manu before it crossed the sidewall. Here's the rebote, the rebound off the back wall. That sails in the overhead screen and out of play.
One question frequently comes up, how does a player do that? We see them throw hundreds of balls between a practice and a match. You'll see them throw at least 100 balls. How does he hit the overhead screen? Trying to get it above his opponent's head, trying to pass his opponent. It's a balancing act. He's got to try to get it to the back wall or get it at least over his head, but keep it away from the overhead screen.
Zulaika on the left side, Manu ranging back forward, he's got it in the air. Hard one back in the corner, Zulaika, forehand rebote. Manu lobs another one up. Zulaika, forehand saved to the inside, Manu advancing, backhand from up at the 8. This one gonna come shooting off the back wall, lined up. Powerful rebote, 2-pass. Manu 2-wall, Zulaika stops it on the forehand, opens up for the carom. But that caught the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. That ball was out of play. 2 points for Manu. Backhand by Zulaika. Manu not going to let that one pass. He's got it. Big backhand follows. Rebote forehand. Into the inside. Got by. Manu on the backhand. Turns the rebote. Got it to pass. Zulaika now comes back for it. Drops it inside. Manu. Behind the 8 line. Here's the backhand. Not a lot on that rebote. Zulaika digs it out. Manu forced to scoop it up to the outside.
Beautiful.
The Philo scores.
Man, beautiful. You saw him take a little bit of an extra half second, maybe second, to line that up. Watch this. Makes the scoop. Here he's taking the second. Beautiful.
Here's Zulaika on the left side, backhand. Manu again reaching up overhead on the hop. Here's a backhand, this one passing. Clears the overhead screen, Zulaika up at the 7th line. Blast that rebote wall to wall. Manu straight to the outside, and that's out of reach.
Look at Manu go. One shot after the next, after. What do you mean by shots? Exactly what we're talking about. When you're not playing catch, you're throwing shots. Look at this. You can throw it right back to him or throw it safely to the inside. The outside placement of the forehand rebote on slow-mo. That's why it's a shot. Nowhere near his opponent. Change things up. Beautifully executed by Manu. This is the Manu that we saw last week.
Zulaika, hard backhand, is in the overhead screen. 5 points. Manu's got a possible set point.
Again, Zulaika just trying to get that ball over his opponent's head. But got to keep the overhead screen in mind in that case. Overhead screen out of play, just like throwing it out of bounds.
Strong backhand. Manu on the rebote, forehand. Play to the inside. Here's Zulaika on the costado. Oh, that caught the corner. Manu scooped it up. Straight to the inside. What a
catch.
scoop on the left side of Zulaika. One-handed play. Here's Manu now at the 10 line. Passing again. Zulaika lines it up. It's a 2-wall. That's too wide. Point and set. Manu takes it 6-1. 2 minutes. We'll play set number 2. Wow. Well, you said it, Stu. I mean, that's the Manu we saw last week against the Renegades. If he plays like this, it's going to be a problem for these number 1 competitors.
There we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Players come back here to take their breaks between sets where they have 2 minutes. Also warm up for the upcoming match. See Zulaika getting off to a fast start with a beautiful 2-wall off the costado.
I mean, can't defend that one. And then he's
Outside
a flurry of
placement.
shots
I mean,
from Manu.
just beautifully executed.
That one straight to the outside from the costado. He shows you he can do it from the forehand as well, off the rebote.
Get a little look there behind the scenes. You see players that are getting ready to come out, and some players from opposing teams sitting back in the players' pit. There we are back in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. You see Ikeda coming off of a nail biter. I think he was about to bite his nail too, so.
And we see the Cyclones there. Manu taking the first set 6-1. Looking to improve to 2-0. Some of the best singles play we've ever seen. There was one summer, Stu, a few years ago, some head-to-head competition where Manu had an undefeated record. I think it was like 10 or 11-0. I think that's the last time we saw a Manu in this type of form.
There's no question that 2024 so far has been a fantastic start for Manu. Playing really seriously, one of the best catchers on the roster, but the shot's been landing in perfect.
We're ready to begin set number 2. Zulaika will serve to Manu. Served by Zulaika, we begin set number 2. Backhand into the corner, he's got to come back for it, just lays it up. Manu trying to get there, he will not before the second bounce. Zulaika, it's the first point of our second set.
For anyone who may be new to the sport of highlight, ball can only bounce once after it's thrown. Opposing player has to catch it in the air, or if they catch it after the first bounce, can only bounce one time. The drop shot there, playing it just a little lightly in front of your player, forcing him to move up. Well played by Zulaika.
Powerful serve. Here's Manu on the left side. There's a backhand just out of reach. Zulaika looking for it on the rebote. Wall to wall on the return. Manu keeps it inside. Good catch by Zulaika. Takes it off the numbers. There's a backhand. Manu not letting that one pass. On the hop, Zulaika. Clean miss. Forehand rebote. Back to the left side of Manu. He's got the costado. Back up the middle. Zulaika to scoop it up. The
Beautiful.
2-wall is thrown to score. 2-0 lead. Big bouncing serve in the corner. Here's Manu. Relote forehand. Zulaika powers it to the inside. That passes. Manu on the left side. Keeps it on the numbers. Good catch by Zulaika to cut it off. Manu, that 2-wall lands in. Zulaika stops it, but grabbed the net
Hand on the
with his
screen.
off hand.
Left
That
hand.
is a foul. Point to Manu of the Cyclones.
Left hand on the screen. So, incidental contact. In other words, your hand grazes against the screen. That's one thing. You can't use it to settle yourself or balance yourself.
and look at
you
this.
can't grab on. He does a good job right until there.
Yeah, that.
Right until there, exactly. He was aware of it. You could see the way he was keeping his hand away from it, but just then nature tells you, you've got to hold on. Judge explaining it to him in the call.
Backhand by Zulaika. The carom is out.
2-2.
Here's Zulaika. Backhand to the inside. Rebote coming out. Manu back over the top. Zulaika on the costado. Inside placement. Got him. Manu on the left side. There's a backhand. Rebote. Forehand. Manu stops that one overhead. He's got it at the 11 line. Another backhand. 3 walls. Manu going down to the 4. Digs it out. On the number. Zulaika into the costado. Splitter. Manu not going to get back there for the rebote. 4-2 lead for Zulaika.
Zulaika doing an excellent job turning things around here. Beautiful placement of the ball to the inside. Really well done.
A great rebote, but gave it to Zulaika on the costado. A lot of options from there. He's able to kill the point. Manu from the left side. There's the backhand into the corner. Rebote, forehand from the 8 line. Power just does clear the overhead screen. Manu now puts it up the middle. Zulaika on the bounce. Fake the carom. Drops it inside. Manu looking to get back in there. He does. It's a 2-wall.
Too much.
That's too wide. Zulaika with 5 points. He's got a possible set point.
So Zulaika getting back in there to make a rebote that looked like he wasn't going to be able to make, but he got there. Try to turn it into a kill shot. That 2-wall landed wide.
Full serve, better catch there by Manu. Back in, out of reach, Zulaika on the rebote, left side, laid up. Manu backs to the 12 line, controls it, lobs this one up. Just does clear the overhead screen. Zulaika forehand rebote. Wall to wall, Manu trying to get back out there. He whips it outside where it scores. Keeps the set going, 3 points for Manu, still possible set for Zulaika.
Manu's got sneaky power, not really sneaky power, he's got sneaky speed and sneaky shots. Look at this one. Last time he did it from the forehand to the outside, this time from the left side of the outside, from the costado. Lands in just beautifully.
Here's Manu from the left side at the 10 line. This one lobbed up. Zulaika on the rebote, forehand, keeps it inside. The scoop is missed. Point and set. Zulaika takes it 6-3. We're going to a third set in just 2 minutes. Second match of the day, second match that takes us to a third set. Zulaika a little more aggressive right from the jump, taking control of those points. Manu on the defensive and really couldn't get anything going. Outside of a couple of exceptional shots, that set number 2 was all Zulaika. And top-ranked singles players this season will play against the same ranked opponent 2 times. Every other singles rank will play against their same ranked opponent just once. So this will be the first of 2 matchups here between Manu and Zulaika. Such a fun group to watch in the power, the shots, the athleticism. Just great highlight every time they take the court, regardless of the team. Got some replays coming up right here. Manu, costado to the inside. Look at this scoop by Zulaika. Can't give him the ball in the middle of the court. Way too much space. Shoots a 2-wall. Manu caught guessing. This one, he keeps it to the inside, forcing Manu to defend the entire width and length, really, of the court. This rebote shot straight to the outside. Really nothing Zulaika can do. Kept his composure, still leading 5-3. This rebote, I mean, that's well placed to the inside, forcing a third set. We are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Manu will serve to Zulaika. There's a serve. Our third set is underway. Big backhand by Zulaika. Ball 2-wall, clears the overhead screen. Manu drops it inside. Here's Zulaika. Backhand from the 9 line, trying to get it to pass, and does. Forehand rebote, back over the top. Here's Zulaika. 2-wall, but that's too low. Manu on the board first in our third and decisive set.
Zulaika scoped it out, saw where Manu was standing, felt the 2-wall was in order. Probably was, because Manu was all the way back about the 9-10 line in mid-court. So if he snaps a good 2-wall, that's going to go out. You see, he threw it pretty hard and pretty low, just too low, caught the pad.
I said any 2-wall probably lands in and opens up.
Except the one that hits the pad.
Yes.
With the exception of that one.
Rebote left side, 2-wall shot by Manu. Zulaika stops it. Zulaika back to the inside where it scores. Hard forehand ties it up. 1-1.
So overall conservative play here by Zulaika and Manu. We have seen a lot of shots, but for the most part, both players playing it safe, not wanting to give away any points through unforced errors.
Manu from the left side. Strong backhand right in the corner. Zulaika just lays it up. That ball is out of play. 2 points for Manu. Zulaika on the left side. Here's Manu, takes it off the sidewall. Powerful backhand. Here's the Rebote, comes shooting out. Zulaika powers it back over the top, cutting inside. Manu just does get there before crossed again. Zulaika on the Costado. 2-wall opens up to score. 2-2. Zulaika serves.
Manu got a start. But Zulaika just pushed it, went all the way out.
There's a backhand by Manu at the 11 line. That comes shooting out. Zulaika powers it again back into the corner. Manu Rebote straight outside. Zulaika stops this one. Good read. Powers it back to the inside. He's looking for the Rebote. What a save by Manu. Here's Zulaika. Inside placement. Manu read it. Caught it in the air up at the 7. There's a backhand. Low into the corner. Not
what a
lot
throw,
on
man.
the Rebote. What a turnaround by Manu. He gets the point and leads. 3-2.
Manu moved up, not scooping it, going to catch it in the air. It was down low. And then the presence of mind to throw it low to the back wall and not feed the Rebote. This is a beautiful catch and throw by Manu.
Look at this read. I mean, he's moving back to the inside.
He's up, looking to go to the
look at
inside, catch it in the air. And then boom, don't overthrow it, don't feed the Rebote. Beautiful, beautifully executed by Manu.
Well-placed serve. Here's Zulaika. Powerful backhand. Manu up at the 5 line. Drops it to the inside. This one dropping low. Zulaika lays it up. But that hit the rail just above the front wall. Also out of play. 4-2 lead.
Some of those up near the overhead screen are very difficult to see, especially if you're a judge and you're responsible for looking at those. You have lights up there. You have AC that basically blows the overhead screen and makes it move a little bit. That one, fortunately, the ball changed direction when it touched the overhead screen.
Zulaika, low hard backhand. Manu stops this one in the air. This one just out of reach. Rebote comes shooting out. Zulaika powers it wall to wall. What a return. Manu on a knee, keeps it to the inside. Here's Zulaika. She's going to try to pass with the backhand. Forehand back over the top. Zulaika, great scoop. There's a backhand. Manu now over the 9 line. This one again. High and hard. Zulaika straight to the outside. Manu not going to get to it. Zulaika gets his third point.
Outside placement of the forehand rebote. You see it here on the replay. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. Manu was close. Jai-Alai, like so many other games, a game of inches.
Backhand inside. Here's the rebote on the forehand. Just does lay it up. Manu charging on the costado. It's a 2-wall. That is too low.
Not necessarily his shot.
4-4 is the score.
Manu does not throw a lot of backhand 2-walls. Does not throw a lot of costado 2-walls. And that one is trying to throw in a particular way. Meaning that he was trying to throw it soft enough so that Zulaika would not be able to move up on the ball because he knew it wasn't going to open up that much. Instead, wound up hitting the pad.
Powerful serve. Here's Manu on the left side. Hard backhand. Dropping low. Zulaika comes back for it. Lays it up. Here's Manu again on the costado. Straight to the inside. Zulaika not falling forward. He scoops it up. Manu again. Keeps it inside. What a scoop by Zulaika there between the 7 and 8. Bote left side. Here's Zulaika now on the costado. It's a 2-wall thrown to score. Zulaika leads 5-4. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
We are in the third and final set here. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. You see Zulaika winding up, throwing this shot, supremely confident. And he's got every reason to be. That was beautifully executed. Manu knew it. You just see, I mean, that's a
tough look.
That's a dejected look on Manu's face there.
Hard serve. Manu stands in there. The backhand right into the corner. Forehand rebote, low and hard. Manu letting it pass, and he digs it out on the back end. Zulaika on the costado. The 2-wall thrown to score for the win. Point, set, and match. Zulaika takes it in 3 sets, winning the final set 6-4. We're going to hear from our winners. Zulaika. It looked like Manu had control of that match, came out strong. Great opening set, but Zulaika came back in sets 2 and 3. What a big win for the top-ranked player of the Chargers. Here he is, Zulaika.
All right, Zulaika, congratulations on winning that match. Your record right now is 1 win and 1 loss. How are you staying on track moving forward this season?
I'm feeling very tired, exhausted, physically exhausted, mentally very happy. We gotta continue fighting. This is a long season, more difficult season. The league is getting better and better. The level is increasing, so the demand as well. So happy for the win and looking forward. Thank you. Let's go Chargers.